As we, as the Seminary Council, looked at what the students of Provo High needed this year for our seminary theme, the thought that came to mind was that so many of you have really hard trials in your life that make it difficult for you to see where you're going and to feel happy the way that you're used to.
I think of how often we all have something in our lives that we need to overcome.
High school is especially hard.
We've all gone through rough things, and I've had my fair share.
There's a lot of things in this world that, like just all the trials we go through and everything.
Whether it be this trial that we're faced with or a hard math test coming up next week.
Family member is having a trial of their own and trying to support them, but we don't know how.
Whether it be at school or at home or with your friends.
And so we wanted something that would bring you comfort and that would let you know that you're not alone.
Our theme is really going to help me, and I think it'll help everybody be able to just overcome all of our trials and all of our things that stress us out or scare us.
You know, all these hard trials that we have in life, we need to overcome them.
Hi, I'm Quincy Wright. I'm seminary president this year, and we chose the theme
John 16:33.
John 16:33.
John 16:33.
Overcome with Christ.
Overcome with Christ.
This year's theme is Overcome with Christ.
But with John 16:33 it says, "These things I have spoken unto you."
These things I have spoken unto you.
These things I have spoken unto you.
that in me ye might have peace.
That in me ye might have peace.
That in me ye might have peace.
In the world ye shall have tribulation.
In the world ye shall have tribulation.
In the world ye shall have tribulation.
But be of good cheer, I have overcome the world.
Be of good cheer. I have overcome the world.
Be of good cheer. I have overcome the world.
I like this scripture a lot.
I love this theme.
I love this scripture so much.
So I like this scripture.
I love the scripture so much, and I love that it acknowledges that we're going to have trials in this life. We're going to have to go through some tough things sometimes.
The world is going to throw everything it has at you. Satan is trying to get everything that in his power. He's doing everything he can to bring you down.
How we can overcome the world through Christ as teens might seem very hard because we think that all of our trials are just us and only we go through them.
Although it tells us that we will have tribulations, it also brings us comfort in knowing that we will have peace.
It helps us realize that this world is more than just trials. It's overcoming our trials and being better with them.
It's so important to be of good cheer and just have that peace and knowledge that through Christ we can do anything.
We all need Christ to help us overcome.
To know that I can overcome it through Christ, that we're never alone, and we don't have to go through anything alone, ever.
Through Christ we can overcome, and we can overcome those difficult things, and we can find peace in the world.
We look to the Lord for guidance and help to feel more comfort.
I just read something recently that said, God's greatest weakness is way greater than our greatest strength. So literally anything we can turn to Him in our greatest tribulation because He has overcome the world.
No matter what it is, we can get through this okay.
We have someone to lean on, which is Christ, because He's been through it all. And
Christ descended below it all, putting Him in the perfect position to lift us up. He has perfect empathy. He's felt what we felt, and He understands us completely. As we learn to rely on Him, we'll be able to feel peace and overcome the world as He did.
So knowing that we can do it with Christ and that there's someone there helping us is such a grand feeling. And I know that Christ can help us along the entire way, and it is so great.
Through Christ and the atonement, we can overcome that. And I've seen that in my life.
Christ can help us overcome the challenges that we face. And I just like to testify that I know that this is true, that every challenge that I have had to go through has been made 10 times easier through Christ. Not even 10 times, like 300 times.
we just wanted everyone to know and feel that love of that it just isn't you overcoming so many trials on your own. It's through Christ that we can overcome all of these.
I'm super excited for this year and for everything that's going to come.
And so this scripture theme, Overcome with Christ, really means to me, and I hope that it can mean to you as well. That even though hard things will come, even though in this world we will have tribulation, we can be of good cheer because Christ will be with us the whole way. And not only will he walk with us, but he will walk through it with us. He will help us to overcome it and be better than we were before, and to find even greater joy at the end of the tunnel than we had when we started. I know that Christ lives, and I know that he loves us, and I know that with him we can overcome all things.
Overcome with Christ.
I like it. It's good. You can overcome the world.